So in this video, I'll be giving you some handy tips on how to extend the life of your ties. Quality ties certainly aren't cheap, so if you are investing in them, it's really important, I believe, that they last as long as they can, and that with the proper care and some simple rules, they can last you years. Particularly if you're wearing summer ties, and I think you should wear summer ties. Ties are a great place to dress seasonally. Lighter colours, softer materials require a few simple tips. And something as simple as making sure your hands are clean when putting the tie on. More importantly, when you take your tie off, at the end of the day, you've been out, you might have been driving, you may have been on public transport. It can get pretty grimy out there. Wash your hands before taking your tie off, which just stop that soiling around the knot area. Always make sure you undo your knot fully and gently and don't tug at it. And once you've got your tie undone, you need to just look at it, make sure it's clean. It might have some small stains on it. You can maybe want to use a spot cleaner to remove that. And once it's untied, the way of storing a tie, which will really add a lot of life to your tie, is rather than hanging it, is to roll it. And the reason I say that is that certain ties will stretch. If you've got ties perhaps in linen or in knits, which have got an open weave, with time, the weight of them will cause them to stretch and get misshapen. So the best way of restoring a tie's shape and taking the creases out is just gently pull it and roll it into a ball. And that to me is a really simple way into a shadow drawer to store your ties. I also have like an old shirt box which I use for storing my summer ties in winter, and vice versa. And when I'm looking down, I can find the tie I want quite easily. I prefer that to tie racks because it keeps them less chance of getting dirty, and like I say, from misshaping them. Now you may find occasionally that with a tie, perhaps your favourite tie you wear too often, it needs a bit more love than that. It needs a bit more care, a bit too creased, in which case, classic menswear advice here, a light steam. Now, that doesn't mean to get it soaking wet, which will damage the interlining. Just a light steam will just help it sort of restore its natural shape. So just a light steam and then roll it up. Now, you may occasionally have a stain on your tie, on your favourite tie, and you may need it to be dry cleaned. I would say this is an absolute last resort. I've seen so many beautiful ties destroyed by dry cleaning because they tend to iron them flat, which means never iron your ties. If you iron the tie, particularly handmade ties with a lovely rounded edge, you're taking that shape out of it. So dry clean, ask around, ask the local menswear stores where you actually get ties dry cleaned, and most people will just look at you like, is it even worth it? But if you do find a good dry clean and they make a decent job of it, use it as an absolute last resort. You don't need to have your ties cleaned regularly. Roll them up, keep them in the box, years of wear. Now you're experts in caring for your ties. If you have anything else you could add to that, put them in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe.